So this will be your Blackboard Orientation for GED 500. So what I'll do is I'll start by going into Blackboard for those of you who are from other universities and are not familiar with the website. So you want to start by going to www.csudh.edu, and once you are on the website, you'll want to scroll down, to the bottom here and click on Blackboard. Now, what you'll want to do is go ahead and log in to your Blackboard site using the login that you were given at registration. And on the left-hand side, you'll see the courses that are listed for you that you have registered for. So you'll want to go ahead and scroll down until you see GED 500, and then click on that. And then you'll enter our Blackboard site. So this is our site for the course. You'll find in here on the left-hand side a series of tabs that you can go ahead and click on to see information. So the first one here is our announcements. So hopefully you've been getting emails from me because I do set the emails to go out as I create announcements in here. So you'll see the last announcement was about any questions that you have, as well as, waiting to start some of the information until the day of class. So this evening you'll see all of the assignments will be posted for you for the week, and then you'll have the entire week up until Friday at midnight to complete all of the assignments. So those are all the announcements. Then next you'll see faculty contact information. So if you go into faculty contact information, you'll see my name and email, as well as a list of the office hours I'll be having and the appointment times for Google Hangout, as well as any appointments for in-person office hours. You'll also see that I have a personal link here, so if you're interested you can go ahead and click that, and that'll just take you to my professional website. So if you're interested in publication or teaching or any of the work that I've done, you're welcome to go ahead and take a look at that, but for now I won't go through any of that information. You can also follow me on Twitter. I typically don't let students follow me on Facebook, but I do appreciate when students are able to follow me on Twitter. I sometimes do post articles about education, race, culture, equity issues. So you are welcome to stay engaged in those conversations if you wish to do so, and if you are a social media user. The next thing that you're going to see on the left-hand side is the syllabus. So go ahead and click that. And you'll see that I've created the syllabus. I've also put it into two different formats. So for those of you who like PDFs, there's a PDF format. And for those who like simple Word documents, it's available for you as well. When I created it in PDF, it does have quite a few pages because the assignment links are in there as well. So you might see the PDF in a couple of different pages versus one page. Okay? So then you want to go to weekly course module. So this is one of the more critical pieces for this class. So you'll see here listed week by week for the 6 weeks that we have class, there will be a series of folders, and they're all color-coded. They're labeled by week. So the first week you'll want to go into week 1 content module. And on there in the same color as the week is going to be instructions. So the first thing here is you're doing this first step here. You are becoming familiar with Blackboard by viewing the orientation video. Then from there, you're going to go into discussions, which I'll show you in a moment, and then create an introduction and view my introduction in there. You'll also see the syllabus, which we will go through in the syllabus orientation video coming up after this. And you'll also be able to compose your own introduction paragraph. So just a basic way of introducing yourself to the class, getting to see what other people are working on or doing, and what their professional backgrounds are, and interest in research and master's programs. For part 5, that will be your chapters that you need to read in the e-text. So you'll find the information about the e-text here in this module, as well as the emails that I sent out about, completing the registration for the e-text Pearson version of the course. So step 6, after you've read those chapters, you're going to review lecture materials. And then every lecture will have an associated PowerPoint quiz under assignments and then PowerPoint quiz. So I'll show you where those are as well. And then I'll also show you what the different sections look like for your research proposal, which is the big assignment for this class. And so you're kind of going to be, for the next 6 weeks, picking away at sections of this. Now, for those of you who have already begun doing the research proposal, or you're in the middle or end of your master's program, it will sort of be a little bit of repetitive, but it will also be critical for you to sort of go back and also get another pair of eyes on your particular study. So I'm hoping that this will be useful for you, and as we go forward, I'll also create a couple of extra credit opportunities for you all that will hopefully enhance some of the material that we are going to be doing here. So with that said, we are going to be chipping away at a research proposal. The first sections will be the introduction and the research problem statement. And again, everything for those is going to be turned into Blackboard by Friday, and I'll show you how to do that. And then the last step here is to complete a reflection of the readings. And so there'll be directions for each week under the discussion sections. In terms of the reflections, you want to comment on someone else's reflection after you submit yours. And if you see that somebody's already gotten a series of comments, try to find somebody else who hasn't received one. It's best to see if we can get as many people feedback or comments as possible, so that way no one feels left out, and then everyone has an opportunity to share the information. So if you see 2 people have already commented on somebody else's, don't make yours the third. Go ahead and find somebody else. Okay, so that's instructions for the week. Now what we'll do is we'll look at the week 1 materials. So as you see here, we are looking at the Blackboard Orientation video right now. And after I complete this, I will also post for you the syllabus orientation video, which will take you through all of the assignments and the requirements for this course. Underneath that, you're going to see the title of the text. So if you have not done it already, please consider going on to Pearson's website and purchasing, the textbook. And remember that it is an e-course. So I've provided these 2 links here. However, the best way to do the purchase is to go through Pearson's e-text and then do the sign up of the course, which I have listed. I've given you all the codes through the announcements and also through email. So that's going to be the best way for you to access, because then you'll have access to all of the quiz questions and other materials that you'll need for the class. So if you haven't made any purchases yet, please go ahead and purchase the Pearson e-text. Under that, you're going to see lecture number 1. So when you're ready, when you've finished your reading, you can click on lecture number 1, and there will be a guided PowerPoint that will take you through the first 2 chapters materials. And once you have finished looking at the lecture notes as well as the readings, you can go ahead and take the quiz. So quiz number 1 is going to be located in the Pearson e-text, page 11. And you will basically click on the section that says check your understanding and complete the quiz again by Friday at midnight. To submit the quiz, one thing you'll have to do is once you have finished the quiz and hit submit, you'll see, which questions you got right or wrong. And what you'll do is you will go to File in your left-hand corner, and then you'll go to Save. Here you won't see it, but if you go to Save As, it'll let you save it as a PDF file. And after you save it somewhere in your folders or desktop, you can go ahead and upload it to Assignments and then PowerPoint Quiz. And you'll see for each week there's a place for the quiz to be placed. You basically just need to submit the answers this way as a PDF into the content folder for that week. And if you happen to get all of the questions wrong for a particular week, I will give you half credit back, but you do need to complete a write-up of why you chose a different answer and what the correct answer was supposed to be. Okay? So I'm not here to fail anybody or make you feel bad. It's really just a check-in and a way to kind of keep you accountable for your readings. And again, the quiz is obviously not everything. The quiz will help you in understanding educational research and also help you in developing a comprehensive research proposal. So, keep that in mind and, try to thoughtfully engage in your reading and also to be, a little bit more diligent about being a little more careful, I guess, about the way that you take your quizzes, okay? So after you have completed all of those things, the lecture notes, the quiz, you will then do the reflection. So I'm going to just show you the last step here, which is the reflection. So as you can see here, this is introductions. That's where you're going to post your introduction. I gave you the option if you want to do just a quick YouTube video or a media file for those who are interested in doing that. However, you do not have to do that. You can also just write a paragraph, just kind of introduce yourself to the class. I'll show you kind of what it looks like here. So far we have looks like about 11 people who've posted, 10 people, and then myself. So you can click on any other person's introduction, kind of get to know who's in your class, and then create one for yourself. To create an introduction, all you do is you go to Create Thread, and so I'll click on it just to show you. And you can write your name in the subject here, so I can put, for instance, Dr. K's introduction, right? And then go ahead in the text box here and just fill in, why you're in the program, what's your interest in master's degree in education, your name, program and department, etc. So you can type in text here, and then if you wanted to do it in Microsoft Word or something else, you can put an attachment in here if you'd like. After you finish, you can either save the draft and come back later and submit it, or you can go ahead and submit it right away. So that's what that looks like. Okay, so for now I'm just going to cancel since I've already done mine. If you want to view mine will be right here, the first one on the bottom. And it'll give you a little intro paragraph about my areas of research and interests, as well as a little video so you kind of know what I look like and how I sound when you hear some of these lectures. So that's it for those. So the discussions, that's for the introduction, the first thing you do. And then week 1, what you're going to do is you're going to choose from one of the 2 readings that we did, either chapter 1 or chapter 2. You're going to start by writing a small summary of the reading, and then how you feel the reading can be incorporated into your thesis, research project as you're currently starting to think about it. Obviously, different people are at different stages of this, but I will also post an example for you so that you can kind of see what this looks like. So that way you know what to do. But remember, keep this relatively short. You don't have to spend too much time on it, but it just gets you thinking, gets the juices flowing, and trying to understand what your research questions might be, what areas of interest are going to be something that sustain you for the next couple of courses in your master's program. Okay? So that's for week 1 reflection. And again, just by clicking on it, you'll get back into the discussion post for that. You create a thread for that, and then post your reflection. You can do it. The best way is probably just to post it as a Microsoft Word document. So again, if you create a thread, you can just do the file attachment part and then attach the file into the message. And then what you want to do is once you see that yours is all done, you'll look and see who else has posted, and then you'll be able to comment on their threads as well. Okay? So that's the reflections. So assignments are where you'll find the other assignments. So again, as I said, PowerPoint Quiz 1, same thing. You're going to attach your file in here. And again, it's going to be due Friday by midnight. It's out of 5 points. Everything's right there. You basically are just going to browse my computer, attach your file. If you have any special notes you want me to make sure I know, or if you did get all the questions wrong and you wanted to provide your explanation, there's a space here for you to do that. Otherwise, you're just going to hit submit after you have attached everything. And then you're all set for that particular quiz. So that's for the quizzes. Then for the first week, your assignment is to do that introduction section, including the problem statement for your paper. So you're going to go ahead and say view complete. And the author is, and then you'll pick your name from the list. And you can also write in your name. And then if you have a title for your paper, you're thinking about, let's say, doing a paper on behavior, challenging behavior for students with autism, you would just write it in here. And then you'll choose your file that you want to turn in. So you can scroll down here. You can choose something from Google Drive, Dropbox, from your computer, whatever makes the most sense. And then you hit upload, and it'll take you through the steps of uploading your file. Okay? So that's for the final research proposal. The introduction, including problem statement. The same thing will be for the final research proposal. So once you do all the different steps of this as we go through the weeks, your final research proposal will also be submitted using Turnitin. Okay? This also applies to any of your other assignments. So at the very end of class, you'll do a section where it's an e-presentation, where you're going to either have somebody videotape you doing a presentation, or you're going to upload your PowerPoint with an audio file, just having you talk through it. And I'll explain as we kind of get closer to the end of the session how to do that in case anyone gets a little bit confused, and we can also do another demo of that as well for you. So those are the main sections that you're going to be using for your Blackboard site, okay? If you have questions, again, I want you to go back to faculty contact and go ahead and either send me an email. That's always the best way. I check my email pretty frequently. And there's also the option of doing the work phone number, okay? So either of those is fine. You are welcome to send me emails. I will check every day except for Sundays, usually are the only days I typically don't check my email, but other days you're guaranteed almost an immediate response, at least within 24 hours. So, don't feel free to ask questions as you have them, okay? All right, so we will conclude this Blackboard video, and then we're going to move on to the syllabus video. So what you'll want to do for the next video is go ahead over to syllabus And then you'll want to download your syllabus either as a PDF using these 3 files or the Microsoft Word version, okay? And then I'll meet you back here for the syllabus video.